Gotta give it our time.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon, everybody. For those that don't know who I am, hi Sam. I am Stacy Hobbs. I am the warehouse supervisor for the Access Communications Department. And today I'm going to be doing the TED Talk. I have no presentation, I have myself. So what I decided to talk about today, I asked, what am I going to talk about? What's interesting? What can I bring to the table, bring to this TED Talk besides tripping over this cabinet? So I decided to talk about myself. The life in the warehouse. So, with that 3 years ago, well, come this June, I will be on this account 3 years. Previously, I was a document control analyst. And so I was given the challenge to become the Access Warehouse Supervisor. Yeah, I'm ready for that challenge. Until I went out there, and I'm like, oh my God, what have I gotten into? But the mission that I was given for the Access account was for my team. They needed some positive development. They needed someone that was going to be there for them to support them. They needed some excellent leadership. Hey, I was that girl. So, came in with the team, introduced myself, let everybody know who I was, talked to them, sat back and observed. Anytime a new person is in the area, everyone is a little standoffish because they don't know what's going to happen. But once that they saw that I was there for the benefit of them, they relaxed. I ensured they had the tools that they need to do their job. I made sure that they knew that I was there to support them, motivate them, and encourage them to do better and to be better than where they currently are. To me, that's effective leadership. I tell them all the time, it's not what you do, it's your attitude towards what you're doing. You can be the best buffer in the building, or you can be the worst. It's your attitude and how you want to go about doing your job. A little brief story about me a couple of years ago. For those that don't know, one of my hobbies is writing. So I wrote a story, 3 weeks to find me. So, working out here in the warehouse, anyone that works out here in the warehouse or here flex period, you have your stressful times. So I was going through a period, very, very stressful, feeling overwhelmed, just a lot going on out here in the warehouse. So, dealing with my own personal issues, some little small health issues, just kind of taking a toll on me. So, had some time off, and it was a reflection to me, 3 weeks to find myself, to realize what it is that I needed to do for Stacy, to ensure that Stacy was taken care of, to ensure that Stacy kept her sanity. So, in this dog-eat-dog world, we have family, we have children, we all have responsibilities, we deal with the employees. This is like home away from home, pretty much. So, I had to reflect on and find a way to balance what it is that I was let overwhelming me, what did I need to delegate. One thing about me, I'm a hand holder. My team is like my family, and I'm going to always see to their needs. But one of the things that I was doing to myself was taking on all of the responsibility. And if they weren't able to do it, okay, I'll do it. If they weren't able to complete it, I'll complete it. If they weren't able to get to it, I'll get to it. Don't worry about it, I'll do it. So you know what happens? I was getting burnt out. Getting burnt out, stressed, because at the same time I had to do my supervisor duty. I had to attend all of these nice meetings we have. We meet to meet, is what I always say. So I had to come to a point, I had to pull back. I had to empower my team. Margie, our program manager, likes to use that word. So, it's not that I didn't feel that my team was capable of doing the responsibility or the duties at hand, but I had to just let it go because I was drowning myself. And with doing that, I'm not going to be any benefit to the team if I'm not well. or if I'm not sane. So I had to just decide to push back what needed to be pushed back, delegate, train, and ensure that they were able to do the job. And so a lot of times we have team members and perception is a lot. We think, hey, I don't think maybe she's able to do that. But where one person is not good at doing this, they're excellent at doing this task. So decided to look at the personalities, look at their working environment, look at what they do, switch around some things. And you know what? It worked out. Because where one person wasn't good at something, she was excellent at doing something else. So these are the things that I try to do. I try to analyze my team members and see where they will fit the best. So in doing that, I started delegating. You do this, you do this, you do that. Empowering them. You run this. My team leads. You run the floor. And once people feel a little empowerment or a little ownership in what they do, they tend to do such a good job. They tend to work harder because then they feel vested. They feel important. Everybody wants to feel important, regardless of what you may say. Everybody wants to feel like they're somebody. Everyone wants to be treated as if they are somebody, a human being. No one wants to be condemned. No one wants to be put down or talked down to. And that's one thing that I strive on with my team members. I treat every last one of them like they're human beings. Like they're the president, like they're whoever. I make them all feel important. I make sure that they're all taken care of. I make sure that they have what they need so they can come in, so they can halfway want to come in to work. I make sure that they're trained. I make sure that whatever needs they have, I provide it to them. So when it comes time to, I tell them, I'm working myself out of a position so you can move into this position. Working my way on up. So that role could be there for one of them one day. And so like I said, it's the art of effective communication is what I call it. It's not always what you say, it's how you say it. And I know a lot of times we can get stressed out, and I never yell. But I never yell. But I'm human. Because at the end of the day, I have to get my shipments out, I have to ensure production gets what they need, I have to ensure that my team is taken care of. So my expectation as far as my leadership team is that everyone already knows what they are supposed to do. If there's a problem, hey, I'm here. So now, where I can kind of kick back a little bit, relax, kick my feet up on the desk, I can walk away and feel at ease and know my team leads, they have it. My team members, they're going to do what they're supposed to do. Now, are they perfect? By no means. But they are a good group of people because the leadership has instilled in them the good qualities of working hard, being there, being a good team player. And I try to position myself to be a good role model. You can talk till you blue in the face. There's some that's just not going to get it. There's some that are just not going to care. Okay, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to invest all of my time into the person that wants to grow, the person that wants to do better, the person that wants to move up. Everyone that comes through the door, I tell them, multitask, train, learn as much as you can. Don't just come in and focus on the one job that you're doing. I tell them, hey, when you come back here to Access, we multitask. Because I want a backup to the backup to the backup. And that way, when someone is out and they need to do a job, hey, can you come in and fill in? Hey, are you able to come help do this? 9 times out of 10, they're not going to mind. And then I always put them in a position to feel like, you never know, if a full-time position comes open, you've got the upper hand because you've got more than just a forklift driver skill. You can do receiving. You can do shipping. You can do this. So you have more than one skill under your belt. So if a position or something comes open, hey, go for it. So you've got all these qualifications now that you can add to your resume. So that's just a little bit about me, to where, like I said, the 3 weeks to find me, I had to realize I got to let some stuff go and stop hand-holding my team because I was doing everything. And it was when all my kryptonite was gone. And so it was taking a toll on me. So to ensure that I'm healthy and that I'm sane, and that I need to be the best that I can be for my team, I had to let go of some things. Does that mean I let go of being a supervisor? No. But I had to empower my team to be able to do the job that they were expected to do every day, all day. I believe with these 3 things. In every last one of my meetings, I asked my team, what did we do? Come to work, we do our jobs, and we go home. Simple as that. Thank you, you guys.
That's great, Staci. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's what I call a testimony. It is, because she's relating real life, you know, something that she went through, and opening up and sharing that with you guys. That's really, really cool. Thank you for doing that. And I got to tell you, from the outside, see it. Staci was gone for 3 weeks. We missed Staci, and we just weren't sure what kind of Staci was going to come back. If you go through something like that, you know, normally, I mean, you have to ramp back up. You know, it's tough when you have a health issue, and that takes you out. But Staci came back, and everybody was like, "Y'all saying Staci?" I mean, you were just on fire. It made a huge difference in the Access team back there in a time that was really needed. And so what you're talking about it wasn't just an internal thing that, you know, was going on with you. It was you could see, you know, the shift that you made. And it's interesting. I mean, kind of you're touching on some really key things. You know, it's about communication, it's about delegation, and ultimately having a team that kind of function with